Nomadland at last comes to UK cinemas in May 2021, which technically makes it a 2021 movie for the UK. And yet, how in the world has a Peter Rabbit, The Runaway, outgrossed this masterpiece at UK box office? I'm sorry, what? Nomadland, directed by Chloe Zhao, who is set to direct Marvel's Eternals later this year and is the 2020 Oscar-winning masterpiece. Nomadland tells the story of a Fern, played by Frances McDormand, and she's in her 60s. Her husband has now passed away. She also feels like she has lost everything when the Great Recession happens, which makes her lose her job, and she begins her new life journey across the American West as a nomad in a caravan in the nomad community, while trying to find hope again. I know I reacted to this movie winning Best Picture a month or two ago, though I didn't fully review it. So this is my full in-depth Nomadland review, and this is one of the Best Picture winners where I have no complaints with it winning. I'm aware not everybody would pick Nomadland for Best Picture. I know some favour The Father over this movie, though I have still yet to see The Father, so I can't comment on that. Nomadland was luckily available on Disney Plus for free. I was able to see just how outstanding it was for myself, and also I first heard about this movie last year when this is going to be a very special shout out to one of my dear subscribers and friends on social media, Nina Lavon. She is one of the loveliest people you will ever meet on social media, trust me, and her channel is beautiful and most helpful, so please check her out. So she mentioned Nomadland in a video she made last year, and how much the movie left an impression on her, and how much she loved it. I was ever so eager to check it out after hearing her thoughts, and boy was she right. And Chloe Zhao, the director of this movie, you are a filmmaking genius, and she struck gold with Nomadland. No, Nomadland is one of my top 10 favourite movies of 2020 now, and though it's not my absolute favourite movie of that year, that would still be Birds of Prey, because I'm that DC obsessed, but nonetheless, Nomadland is no ordinary movie. This is a extraordinary masterpiece, and a hopeful movie that everybody needed during the hardest time in the 21st century, to lift their spirits and give them hope for a brighter future. And this is clearly Chloe Zhao's labour of love. She put her blood, sweat, and tears into this project, and boy, am I curious to see what movies she will go on to make in the near future. And Frances McDormand, please be in more movies. You are a top actress. show stealer here. This is entirely Fern's movie, and it's not only her journey and her experience, but it represents what she's feeling deep down in the situation that she's in, that she wishes she could get out of. And Fern is now one of my personal favourite movie characters. Yes, I'm going that far, because she is such a sweetheart who befriends everybody in the caravan community who she meets, and she deserves uh, things to get better for her. She really does, and the caravan community characters themselves are all just the warmest souls, and not a single one of them is dislikable, and they all uh, represent how uh, how families and communities and needed to stick together in times where it feels like the apocalypse, because inevitably the world is going to go through negative periods, but there is always a light at the end of the tunnel, and though it may not seem like it now, things will get better. We just have to keep believing. There can be miracles when you believe, as they say in The Prince of Egypt. She still deeply misses her husband, and she may have lost her old life, but she's still make, making the best of her new life and still finding happiness in what she has got, because uh, that's another message of this movie. Uh, even when times are hard, I mean, treasure what you do have, because you still have something. And she's still making the most of her job at Amazon and her plant processing job, and she still has a lovely sister who kindly lends her some money, and she uh, also adores the nature-esque side of being a nomad, or like in that scene where she bathes in a river in the forest, and the American West landscapes in this movie, they will take your freaking breath away. Yeah, this is one of the most gorgeously shot Best Picture winners I've ever seen. Period, and it's not uh, a Red Dead Redemption 2 wannabe. This is a different kind of Western, one that's not about cowboys whatsoever, but a far more modern Western, and the and the music is also lighter and comforting, which elevates the movie's uplifting tone. So even though this movie can be hard to watch, because you just hope that things turn around for the better for Francis and the Nomads. It's not entirely bleak or hopeless. So it's still it's still watchable, unlike other Best Picture winners, which are just grim all around. And that's another point that this movie makes. You don't need to be richer to be happy. These Fern and these people may not have, you know, all the cash in the world, but they've still got, stunning landscapes where the bison roam. They've still got friendly folks and cozy caravans, and are and are and so So where they are is not as bad as it looks. And this is technically Disney's first official Best Picture win, as it's on Disney Plus, so Disney technically does have ownership of it. It may be a longer movie than your average watch time, but there is not a single boring scene to be found here, uh, as your hearts are just warms in the character bonding moments, and you are stunned by the sheer beauty of the American West landscapes. So overall, no, Nomadland is a movie that's simply impossible as a fault on any level. I dug everything about it. It is a monumental movie event that nobody can afford to miss if you are a movie fan. Chloe Zhao, I just know you will make Eternals something epic. Eternals is most likely to be one of my favourite movies of this year.
I give Nomadland 5 stars out of 5. Best movie ever.
So yeah, I'm curious to see what 2021's Best Picture winner will be. Fingers crossed it will be No Time to Die, even though we haven't seen it yet. I'm sure it will be uh, worthy of Best Picture. I know it's not likely to be nominated, but we Bond fans can try to convince the Academy to get it nominated. Well, I love you guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. And what are your thoughts on Nomadland? And was it your pick for Best Picture or not? So please comment and let me know. Please like this video and subscribe. Please follow me on Twitter and Instagram. And I'll see you all next time. And remember, movies are us. Bye, guys.